December the 7th, 1941. A day that changed the world forever. December the 7th, 1941. A calm Sunday morning in the Pacific. At Pearl Harbor, nothing seemed unusual. No alerts had been issued. No threats were expected. It was supposed to be an ordinary day. It wasn't. Several hundred miles away, a Japanese naval strike force was already advancing. 6 aircraft carriers, over 350 aircraft. The mission was precise: disable the Pacific Fleet of the United States. Before it could respond, the force moved in silence, undetected. Before sunrise, engines came to life across carrier decks. Pilots reviewed their orders. There was no ceremony, only execution. At first light, the aircraft launched in waves and disappeared toward Hawaii. At Pearl Harbor, routine continued. Sailors prepared for the day. Ships remained anchored side by side. It was a formation designed for convenience, not for war. Shortly before 8 a.m., a radar station detected incoming aircraft. The signal was large, unusual, but it was misinterpreted. No alarm followed. No defensive action was taken. A critical moment passed unnoticed. At 7:55 a.m., the first wave reached the harbor. Japanese aircraft descended rapidly. Within seconds, bombs and torpedoes were released. The attack had begun. Explosion struck without warning. Battleships were hit at anchor. Torpedoes tore into hulls below the waterline. Fuel ignited instantly. Fires spread across the harbor. Communication systems faltered. Command response lagged behind the scale of the attack. Within minutes, order began to collapse. One of the most catastrophic strikes hit USS Arizona. A bomb penetrated deep into the ship, It detonated inside the ammunition storage. The explosion was immediate and devastating. The vessel was destroyed in seconds. More than 1,100 men were lost. Many never saw what hit them. Across the harbour, multiple ships were burning or sinking. Sailors abandoned damaged vessels. Some were injured, others trapped below deck. Burning fuel spread across the water's surface. Thick smoke reduced visibility. The harbour had become a combat zone with no clear escape. Approximately 1 hour later, a second wave of aircraft arrived. Additional strikes targeted airfields and remaining defences. Aircraft were destroyed on the ground. Runways were disabled. Anti-aircraft fire increased, but coordination remained limited. Despite the chaos, some units responded. Anti-aircraft guns engaged incoming aircraft. A small number of American pilots managed to take off. Brief air engagements followed, but the overall defence was fragmented. The advantage remained with the attackers. By late morning, the attacking force withdrew. The operation had lasted less than 2 hours. Its impact would last far longer. The attack on Pearl Harbor marked a decisive shift. The following day, the United States entered World War II. What had been a distant conflict became a global war. It began as a quiet morning, routine, predictable, safe. Within hours, it became one of the most devastating attacks in modern history. Pearl Harbor was not just a surprise. It was a moment that changed the course of the war and the world.